was made of Aunt Bertha's skirt and the smell of other people's houses. Then one day the skirt was moving, packing, rushing, her voice was sharp. She said we were going on a trip. She said we were gonna see the mountains. She said we were gonna see my grandfather. I didn't know I had one. The train got smaller until it was just our feet walking up where the air tasted like cold water. The house was wood and it stood alone. A man was there, his hands were tough like the bark on the trees. His eyes were quiet. Then the voices started. Aunt Bertha's voice, high and fast like a trapper. A job can't take her, your responsibility. His voice, a low rumble like distant thunder. Leave me alone, not my concern. The words were rocks thrown back and forth. I stood very still, a tiny island in the storm. I held my breath. Then a sudden silence, and Bertha's skirt swooped down. A quick kiss too hard on my cheek. Be good, Heidi. And she turned and she walked. The blue of her dress got smaller and smaller down the path, and then it was gone. I was alone with the Thunder Man. The world was too big and I was too small. He looked at me for a long time. I saw my own smallness reflected in his quiet eyes. He sighed, a sound that seemed to come from the mountains themselves. He walked to the door of his small house and pushed it open wider. He didn't smile, his voice was gruff, but he said the words, "Come inside, child." He pointed to a corner, to a pile of straw for sleeping. But when the dark came and the strange sounds of the mountain whispered, I couldn't stop the tears. He didn't say anything, he just took my small hand in his big rough one. He led me to a ladder up to a loft. There a bed was waiting, soft and deep, made of sweet smelling hay. A window showed me a blanket of stars. Here, he said, you can sleep here. In the morning there was no hurry, no sharp voice telling me to be quiet, to be still. Instead, a wooden bowl of milk, still warm from the goat, a piece of cheese, yellow as the sun, and the open door. Go, he said his back to me as he carved a piece of wood. Just go, the mountain won't bite. It was the first permission I ever had to be a child and to fly with no other command than to enjoy myself. I learned the music of the wind, I learned the names of the flowers from a boy named Peter. I ran until my breath was gone and my cheeks were on fire. I came home with my dress stained with grass, my hair a tangled nest, my shoes full of pebbles. He just looked at me, and for the first time the quiet in his eyes wasn't empty. It was peaceful. He never said I love you, he said it in other ways. In a sturdy wooden tub filled with warm water, and the extra slice of bread with my soup. In the way he'd stop his whittling just to watch me play. He built me a stool just my size for the fireplace. He gave me a space that was truly mine. One day I told him about the dream I had, about a soft white bread for Peter's grandmother. I was just chattering the way I do. He listened, he just listened. The next morning he had baked 2 loaves. He wrapped one in a cloth and placed it in my hands, for the grandmother was all he said. He saw the secret wish in my heart and made it real. And in that moment, in the starlight on the hay, the thunder in his voice was gone. The man with the bark rough hands had built me a nest, and I, with my messy hair and loud laughter, had filled his silent house with a song he'd forgotten. We were 2 lonely pieces, and suddenly we fit. I see him sometimes looking at me, a look I never saw before I came here. It's not a lonely look anymore, it's a look that has a name, and the name is Heidi. I brought him the sound of my footsteps, the questions I ask 100 times a day, the messy, noisy, wonderful business of being a child. And in return he gave me the world. The mountain wind sings our lullaby, the stars are our nightlight, and the grandfather I didn't know I had, he just said, come inside. So this is our home, let's live, let's just live here, grandfather. Let's live happily